In an earlier video, I talked about the Supreme Court's case from this morning, June 18th, about puberty-blocking drugs in Tennessee, and the court saying the law prohibiting their prescription and use is okay. The court used a rational basis test. But what does that mean? It's been a long time since I took con law in law school, so I rely on Professor Chemerinsky's Con Law Treatise, an excellent book. I'm going to read to you what rational basis is from his book. There are 3 levels of scrutiny when you're challenging a law under the 14th Amendment. The lowest level of scrutiny is rational basis. What is it? All laws challenged under the Due Process Clause or Equal Protection must meet at least rational basis review. Under the rational basis test, a law will be upheld if it is rationally related to a legitimate government purpose. That's the test. Rationally related to a legitimate government purpose. In other words, the government's objective only need be a goal that is legitimate for government to pursue. So is it legitimate for government to pursue not prescribing these drugs to minors? In fact, the goal need not be the actual purpose of the litigation, but rather any conceivable legitimate purpose is sufficient. The means chosen need only be a reasonable way to accomplish the objective. So the state, Tennessee, has to show that there is a reasonable governmental objective here. Let's read some more from Chemerinsky. Under the rational basis test, the challenger of a law has the burden of proof. That is, the law will be upheld unless the challenger proves that the law does not serve any conceivable legitimate purpose or that it is not a reasonable way to attain the end. Sorry about that. The rational basis test is enormously differential to the government, and only rarely has the Supreme Court invalidated laws as failing rational basis review. There are 2 more levels, intermediate and strict scrutiny. That's what the plaintiffs in the case wanted the court to apply. The court declined and applied only the rational basis test, the lowest possible scrutiny.